My name is Paul. This is going to be a little bit different. It originally started as a cooking video in which I was going to show the difference in taste between a plain ordinary cheeseburger and one made with mayonnaise in it, because I had seen an ad once that obviously it was from a mayonnaise company, in which it was recommending to mix mayonnaise into ground beef before cooking it, as it supposedly would make it juicier, which does make sense because I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the two ingredients in mayonnaise are eggs and oil. So you figure you put eggs and oil in a hamburger and it's certainly going to make it a lot juicier. So I thought, well, I'll try that. I'll put one with mayonnaise and one without and see if they taste any different. So what happened was, I get everything ready and I make it, and then I put it on the grill, and then it hit me, boom, I forgot the mayonnaise. I've already done at least 2 videos on cheeseburgers, so I mean, to me it seemed a little bit pointless to do a third one on just making a plain cheeseburger, even though this one is different because I'm cooking it on my $14 grill from IKEA. So anyway, what I'm going to do is something entirely different. I'm going to leave in the stuff I would normally pull out, all the mistakes, all the swearing, everything that happened when I realized that I had messed up. No, that I screwed up. No, and I'll say this for the first time in one of my videos, and people that know me have heard it. I fucked up. I messed up the whole recording, and I'll have to do another one. So anyway, you can get to hear, and in part, you'll get to see what it's like when I do a video, and then see what something looks like if I didn't edit it versus when I do edit it to try to make it tighter and less overhead or unimportant or uninteresting things. So anyway, I can't say let's get started, so I'll just say let's show the video. I'm going to show you this video twice. First, I'm going to show you what it looks like after I edit it to take out all the unimportant and boring stuff and the stuff I normally couldn't show because I was trying to do a family class video, and then the unedited footage which shows everything warts and all. So anyway, you can see the difference. Okay, so what do I need for mayonnaise cheeseburgers? 2 humps of hamburger. Now in this case, the package of hamburger I bought was from Safeway, and it was marked for half-pound size burgers. I could have made them smaller, but say I'm lazy, I just went with the markings on the package. So anyway, these will be half-pound cheeseburgers instead of the usual quarter pounds that I was making, because the other package had quarter-pound marks. Anyway, you need, since I'm having 2 cheeseburgers, I need 2 lumps of meat. These come from one of those 3-pound chubs that are $10.99 at Safeway. I happen to buy, I buy 73% hamburger because I'm used to it for the longest time, that I'm used to that kind of hamburger that has, you know, more grease in it, more fat, which of course is the reason why I'm the size I am. In fact, let me interrupt here for a moment. And now, here's that same segment without editing, just as it came out of the camera. Good, the air is clear. Okay, so what do I need to make mayonnaise cheeseburgers? 2 cheeseburgers, oh yeah, turn the light on. Them both. I'll turn this one on as a spotlight, and down on this area. That's okay, even with the light in the area. Okay, it's been running this whole time. So I'm going to take these out of the zone so that I can bring them back. Okay, so what do I need for mayonnaise cheeseburgers? Well, of course, first, I need hamburger. Now, get it in the exact spot unless I lock it properly. Damn it. Stop trying to scratch the fucking counter. Okay. Two humps of hamburger. Now in this case, the package of hamburger I bought was from Safeway and it was marked for half-pound size burgers. I could have made them smaller, but say I'm lazy, I just went with the markings on the package. So anyway, these will be half-pound cheeseburgers instead of the usual quarter pounds that I was making, because the other package had quarter-pound marks. Anyway, you need, since I'm having 2 cheeseburgers, I need 2 lumps of meat. These come from one of those 3-pound chubs that are $10.99 at Safeway. These come from one of those 3-pound chubs that are $10.99 at Safeway. These come from one of those 3-pound chugs, the long, narrow tubes that are $3. These come in one of those 3-pound chugs, that is the long tube from Safeway. They're $3.99. Giant may have them for probably the same. Sometimes they have them for $2.99. I happen to buy, I buy 73% hamburger because I'm used to it for the longest time. That I'm used to that kind of hamburger that has, you know, more grease in it, more fat, which of course is the reason why I'm the size I am. In fact, let me interrupt here for a moment. Okay, that should be it. Hi, I'm Grappling Innocence. No, that's Grappling Ignorance. That's the guy that does those videos in which he does them in, I don't know what you'd call it, gray effect or blackout effect, so that you can't see the person's face because he can't do it because he had threats to be fired by his school district. So anyway, I happen to buy, I buy 73% hamburger because I'm used to it for the longest time. That I'm used to that kind of hamburger that has, you know, more grease in it, more fat, which of course is the reason why I'm the size I am. In fact, let me interrupt here for a moment. Okay, trigger warning, I'm going to eat some raw hamburger, and I've had people freaked out when I've done that in front of them. So advance notice if you want to skip this part or just don't watch, and I'll tell you when it's over. This is the stuff, and this is what's left of the 3 pounds, because I've had like 6, no, the whole thing is 6. I've had 4 burgers so far, and let's see if I can find it. This is what's left. Oh, dump the bowl that I keep the hamburger in while I'm not using. Anyway, this is 73-27. That is 73% hamburger, 27% fat. just like I used to eat when I was a kid. It has just that, it's hamburger, and then at the end you get the aftertaste of that greasiness that reminds me of shortening. Not a really huge taste of shortening, but since almost a third of this is basically grease of some kind, but that's the point. The fat and cheap hamburger is what makes it taste good. Now, for some people, they happen to like much leaner hamburger. The 80%, sometimes even 95% hamburger has very little fat in it. And I found that stuff, I guess it's okay. I ain't noticed that much of a difference because I've been used to eating cheap hamburger for the 55 years I've been alive. So anyway, trigger warning's over. It's over. I'm not going to eat no raw meat now. Just hold on a moment while I put the refrigerator back in the hamburger and we'll go back to our program. Cheese. In this case, I'm using just plain yellow American, but you can use any kind of cheese you like. I've done Munster. I've done smoked Gouda. Did I do smoked Gouda on my or did I do smoked Gouda on my pastrami sandwich? I'm not sure, but I think I've done all different kinds of cheese. And as I said before, one of the other cheeses that I'm quite partial to is the damn it, I hate, fuck! I want to do a goddamn joke and boom, head crash. I can't remember the goddamn words. I can't remember the fucking words! God damn it! And one of the other cheeses that I've used. Damn it, I can't remember the words. The greatest feat. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And one of the cheeses that I happen to like. The greatest feat of genetic engineering. Velveeta. Because you know that stuff ain't made out of cheese. I don't know what they make it out of. It's so tasty. But they say it's made from Colby, Swiss, and cheddar. But none of those cheeses seem to act like that stuff. I mean, it's, I think it's either made in a laboratory or made in a test tube or something. By the way, this is parody, so you can't sue me over it. Now, the next thing we'd have would be bread, or in this case, hamburger buns. Only, unfortunately, stupid old Polly forgot to go to the store and get more hamburger buns. I've got one bun, I'm having 2 hamburgers. So, to make this test simpler, I'm just going to drop that and have them as hamburger steak or cheeseburger steak, which is a polite way of saying cheeseburgers without a bun on them. When you have them that way, it's called hamburger steak. And of course, mayonnaise. If you're a sophisticated customer and you've had some experience with some grocery stores, you might notice something. Here is the bottle of mayonnaise, and notice the UPC. What's different about this UPC? Well, if you're a sophisticated customer, you'll notice there's no number on this UPC. And what does that tell you? If you've done any shopping, that tells you it comes from Aldi. Aldi is the only place I've ever seen that sells stuff in general that their own house brand is made with no numbers on the UPC, I guess because they figure they've got their things right. The only other place that doesn't use UPCs that I know of is IKEA. They have their own internal coding, because none of this stuff is sold in anything but their own stores. But that doesn't necessarily change that. A lot of companies sell house brands in their stores, which they have regular UPC numbers with UPC codes with numbers on them. And I think it's basically they figure they've got this stuff working okay. They don't need the numbers. The numbers are there basically so the cashier can type them in if the scanner is not reading the barcode. What else do I need? I'm going to need a frying pan, or in this case a grill. This one, as I've mentioned in other commercials, I bought at IKEA for $14, which ain't bad. And I've used it many times. Now, on to the cooking. Is that correct? Yes, it is running. Both of them. Okay, we got anything here? Yeah, 2 hands. Can I see both hands? Synchronize. Mark. Is that correct? Yes, it is running. Both of them. Okay, we got anything here? Yeah, 2 hands. Can I see both hands? Synchronize. Mark. Okay, so anyway, now I'm going to turn the grill on to medium, which is about 4 on a scale of low to, and then 2 through 6, 6 being high. So I'm going to take this to about medium. That's about 4. And that's going to heat up for a minute or so. I'm going to take this hamburger and squish it down on the counter until it's roughly flat. Well, you know, not as flat as I can make a regular hamburger. A little bit. While this is heating up, I'm going to compress the patty down to about 1/4 of an inch thick, because I found that has been the problem why a lot of times I've gotten hamburgers in which they tended to be raw in the middle, is 2 things. I wasn't cooking them long enough and I was making them too thick. Oh, don't do that again. Oh, don't do that again. I knocked this over the other day. Unfortunately, it went to my right and spilled on the floor. It could have been disaster if it had gone to my left and spilled in my lap. Hot meat, hot grease. It would have been very painful. I forgot to mention that I need a spatula. So for this one, I'm going to use a special one. This one, if you'll notice, it's kind of hard for me to see through the viewfinder, so excuse me if it isn't perfect. This one is a much wider spatula. So anyway, I can feel that the grill is now hot. I've got both hamburgers have been squished down, and I'll show one to you in a moment. So you can see what this one looks like, if I can get it on camera. And so you can see how thick it is. That's that's maybe a 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to take the top off this bottle of steaks. I'm going to take the top off the bottle of the steak sauce, and I'm going to put some on the hamburger. Now I'm pouring this, what I'll do is smoosh it around so try to cover all of it. Now that's the side that I'm still on the bit. Now that's the side that I'm still on the bit. What the worst problem is that some of these, even though they got plenty of fat in them, they tend to want to fall apart. So anyway, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pour a little bit of steak sauce on this one. Now I'm going to throw this on there. Now I'm going to put some steak sauce on the back of both of them. Somebody might be saying, hey, you're putting that steak sauce on with a bottle that's sitting on the counter and you don't know what's in there. Well, let's not forget, I'm going to turn this over and subject it to heat on an oven. If there are any bugs there, it's going to kill them. Is that even allowing me to see both? No, it isn't. Ah, there we go. So now you can see both burgers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here and get my arm scalded. I'm going to hit the timer button. And since I can't do that without getting my arm burned, I'm going to go to the timer button from a little bit further over, or maybe I'll try my left arm instead. These burgers, since they're, ow, ow, ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Yep, 4 minutes. Now it's been on there for a few seconds, but I'm not going to worry about it. I reached over and I set the clock, the timer for 4 minutes, because these are relatively large burgers and they're much thicker. Large doesn't count, the thickness does. So basically, I just have to let them sit there and grill until the bell goes off. Oh, fuck! Goddamn fucking son of a bitch, I forgot the goddamn mayonnaise. Whole video's ruined. Paul, next time you're gonna do a video on something where you're adding a special ingredient, make sure you put the fucking ingredient in the goddamn meat. I'll just have, you know, it doesn't affect my food, but it means I've just messed up the fucking video. Jesus H fucking Christ. Forgot the goddamn mayonnaise. Son of a bitch. Shut it down. Bottle falling down is appropriate. It's checkmate. I just checkmated myself. Fucking checkmated myself. I'm supposed to see the different companies. One with mayonnaise in it and one without. Shut it down. Let me use it this time. What did I do? No, I switched modes. Fuck. Oh, come on. Where's the fucking image? There we go.